list. There is nothing outside this list. Rest assured, there is nothing outside this list. Why I'm giving this? Because most of the people do not go to Alliance Council. They don't know all these tricks. So use these tricks. Namaste, guys. So there's a dog barking outside my house. I'm really sorry. It's 11:40 in the night, and today I'm gonna teach you guys subjunctive passé. So before we start, in case if you guys have any queries concerning French language, you can message me on my Telegram ID. All right, this is my Telegram ID, and I teach for all the exam TCF, TF, DELF exams. So I'm sorry for the background noise. So guys, today let's learn about subjunctive passive. But before subjunctive passive, always remember that you need to have a concrete knowledge about subjunctive present. Subjunctive present. All right, always remember this thing. If you do not have knowledge, I'll leave uh, the link in the I button. It's so difficult for me to speak. Nonetheless, let me just revise. When do we use subjunctive present? It's very simple. Whenever there is a judgment, acceptance, emotions, all right, feelings, desires, orders, doubts, all right. I have actually explained all these things in the very first video, so I'm not going to waste your time into that thing. So when let's come directly to the main concrete topic. All right, we use subjunctive passive in all the above scenarios. All right, just like subjunctive present, there is not much difference between subjunctive present and subjunctive passive. Why? Because here the difference is only about the tense. Now, suppose, let me just give you this example. Suppose this is the timeline. All right, and here you are in present tense. All right. So in case if you guys want to say something concerning subjunctive about your future, about your or someone else's future, then you can use subjunctive present. There is nothing called a subjunctive future. No, these things doesn't exist. Believe me. Another thing, if you want to say something about, you want to say all these things in your past tense, then all these things will become subjunctive passé, subjunctive passé. Always remember this thing. All right. Now, this is one thing. Now, another thing is that whenever you will going to use subjunctive passé, you need to take care of one thing, that is conjugation. All right. Conjugation. With the help of subjunctive passé, you can, the teacher might think, or the listener might think that you have a lot of knowledge. Why I'm saying this thing? Because of Delf B1, Delf B2 examinations. So, for example, there is a normal sentence. Je suis ravi que vous ayez. Sorry, this is not a normal sentence. One thing is, one thing you can say is, you can say the same sentence in your, sorry, in your present tense also. All right, but this is not your present. Okay, this is your subjunctive passé. So, je suis ravi que vous ayez réussi le Delf B2. Now let's analyze this sentence. This portion is your present tense. It means that you are sitting in this timeline, you are sitting in the present, and then you are saying something about the past. All right, so now you are sitting in the present tense and now you are talking something about the past. This is one scenario. Another scenario is here. This is a timeline, this is present tense. All right, this is somewhere in the past tense. This is somewhere in the past tense. Why? Because j'étais ravi. It was imperfect. An action which didn't end in the past. All right, it was continuous. I was happy. J'étais ravi. I was happy. All right, so 8 things. It is imperfect. Now, let's observe this situation. This is past. This is past. Or like this kind of scenario is also possible. I have observed that most of the teacher, they whenever it comes to passé, subjunctive passé, they only discuss this kind of scenario. But rest assured about one thing, that this scenario exists and this sentence is 100% correct. All right. Always remember this thing. Now, how do you figure out things like, if you should use être verb in your subjunctive passive or avoir verb in your subjunctive passive? It's very, very, very simple. See, the only difference is concerning the context and the conjugation. Other things, see, there is not much difference between subjunctive passive and subjunctive phrasal. The only difference is that whatever you want to say in the present tense, you are saying the same thing in the past tense. Hence, the only knowledge you require is concerning the concept. You need to have a concrete knowledge only and only of subjunctive phrasal. So go watch the video. Otherwise, now let's say while conjugation, what are the things you need to take care of? Now, you need to combine the logic of normal past tense, yes, I'm saying normal past tense in your subjunctive phrasal. What was that? Dr. and Mrs. Vandertrum. Whenever you see these verbs, always use et in the past tense. All right. In the past tense of your what? Plus ka parfait in your subjunctive passé, anything. Whenever it comes to past tense, use these verbs. All right. So, devenir, revenir, monter, retourner, sortir, venir, aller. So, Doctor, Mrs. and naître de décembre entre. Wander, wander, uh, rentrer, now tramp. Right. So things like these, always remember this thing. Always, always, always remember this thing. All right. In this list, there is nothing outside this list. Rest assured, there is nothing outside this list. Why I'm giving you? Because most of the people do not go to Alliance Council. They don't know all these tricks. So use these tricks. Now, all right. This is the simplest way of learning subjunctive passive. Whatever you want to say in the present tense, all right, you can say the same thing in the past tense. I'm talking about subjunctive only, don't worry. All right, the only thing you need to take care of is your conjugation part, and that's it. So that's all from my side. Thank you guys. In case if you guys are preparing for DELF exams, then you can contact me here. Thank you.